Ladies and gentlemen, it is. And we are back on the Honda VT600. Man, oh man, I kind of want to just say it again. Really hope everybody's having a great new year. This 2025, I got some plans, some things I'm trying to do.
And let me not forget to mention that by the time this video is uploaded, my birthday will be the next day. Your boy's getting older, so again, there's some things I want to do to start taking this channel a lot more serious to the next level. I'll probably talk about it a little bit around the end of this video.
But not only that, we're finally going to be going to Centennial. Now, I'm going to be honest. We're not going to quite fully be in Centennial. Centennial is not what I really thought it was. I don't know why, but a couple of years ago, I had an idea that Centennial was something like Summerlin. It just seems like it's just a basic area, kind of like where I live or where I used to up north. So what we're going to be at is pretty much at the very end of Centennial and the very top of Summerlin. And that specific little spot we're going to be in is Desert Shores. Water. There's a big old pond around here. It'd be great to see water. Seeing that in the good old city of Las Vegas. That barely exists. And not only that, we're going to be adding to it, since Desert Shores is just really a small community. I want to go back down to Spring Valley, because that's the area I actually wanted to check out. Not only is it an area I wanted to check out, it has more water. So we're going to be checking out some good water spots down here. Here we are, Spring Valley, aka the lakes. Now let me tell y'all something. Why am I in this apartment complex? Because I just want to act like it's 2020 all over again. I'm sleeping on my sister's floor. This little area right here, I gotta say one thing about it. It has some nice roads. Some real nice roads. Down there is where the gym used to be. I used to hear it there, go there with my other two siblings that was out with me. We stopped going because we couldn't afford any more weight gainer shakes and the overabundance of food that we were eating, specifically me, to gain weight. But this has some nice little roads down here. Now this is the big lot. I want to see this big lot again. I used to have some fun down here with my kick scooter. Sheesh. Just got down here. I'm on reminiscing. We gotta reminisce about this because this area was the true beginning of this whole thing right here. I already kind of told y'all the story, the backstory behind why I love this electric stuff so much. Long story short, it all started with my older brother's Razor E100. But this was the area where I had got my first electric scooter of my own. This area, before I even had an electric scooter, I had a Razor kick scooter. And I used to just chill around here, sit around, kick scooter around. This was just like the little area. Damn, I don't remember this mountain view back here though. That's pretty, especially with the clouds in the background.
And like I just said, not only is this the area where I got my first electric scooter, also from my brother where he got his GoTrax GXL V3. This isn't quite when I started my channel. I started my channel back in August 2019 doing regular old vlogs. But again, this area is where the electric scooter era started. And I know why I didn't quite record as much. I just kind of wish I did. But again, it wasn't really an e-bike channel at the time, so I never really cared to record all the electric scooter rides me and my brother did down here once we got our scooters. But if you look back at my channel, you will see my first two videos was the Nanorobot, the GoTrax, and we were scooting around partially in this area. So it feels really good to be back.
Alright, but besides this lot, I'm about to show y'all my first real job. I guess my first job was some little online call center for Pizza Hut, but my first in-person job, we're about to go down there. Yeah man, this was a nice area over here, and we didn't even quite see the best part of the area, but I really do love the old look of the trees, the nice roads. This is a nice spot, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty sick to be on these roads again, but on an even better bike. One thing to reminisce about: when I first got my Nanorobot, my brother had a GoTrax GXL V3. Why is my door open again? Oh my god, if I don't get my shit together. Oh, yeah, I really need to. You see how it's not going fully back? I need to redo those screws. You know, we're gonna have to stop at this store. That's the safest idea. Albertsons, whichever one. Alright y'all, your boy had way too much water to drink before I left, and my bladder is literally about to explode, so I'm gonna have a quick restroom break at Albertsons. If it's even open, I'll go to one of those food spots. I just need to use a bathroom. Whew, alright, we're back in action. Alright, now back to Jollibee. I say, damn, you know what? I don't remember having all this traffic though going to Jollibee. I only had a kick scooter, so I was on the sidewalk. Oh my god. Why do I keep seeing so many Cybertrucks now? I got hit by a car for the first time. Not hit, but more shoved. Kind of like in the entrance where I was just leaving. Another one? Oh my god. People are really buying those things. But anyways, the same where I was just leaving, she was leaving like that. But she stopped. Now, obviously she's gonna stop for traffic, but she just wouldn't move for a while, so I thought she saw me. Apparently she was just staring this way the whole time. But her staring that way the whole time, as I started kick scooting to get by her, the moment I got in front of her car, she must have still been looking this way, and she shoved me pretty much with the car. I'm like, man, what the hell? I was in the middle of the street, scooter sliding down, just sitting there like, did I really just get hit by a car? The crash on Square Body Original was not the first time I had to deal with the car. Am I even taking the same route? Because this turn isn't familiar. Where in the they got me at? Wait, what the hell? What did maps just do? I'm pretty sure I had this on Jollibee. Where's this taking me right now? You know what? I think that's what happened when I put my phone in my pocket. I probably hit something. Yeah, this is a lot more familiar of an entrance. A little bit. I don't think I ever really came in from this way, but familiar enough. Holy shit, it is not even Jollibee anymore. It is something completely else. Yeah, you had this side of the building, and then you had, I mean, they were both the same big building. It's just two different entrances, as if they were like completely separate, but they're all the same big building. Well, I guess it's karma. Man, I was doing my work. But they was messing around with me, and that's when it became very obvious that I did not actually have a job. I was just being used for short notice until they find who they really want to work in their job. And it being a Filipino spot, I can only say they wanted another Filipino in there. They just couldn't get one soon enough. And I tell you what, even though I hated kick scooting, the route was kind of nice. Whew. Can't see behind me that good, this damn camera. But I made the turn. I might have to get some mirrors. I know it's supposed to be the aesthetic of the bike, but jeez, it'd be a little bit easier, especially when I have to record. Mainly when I record, because the way my camera sits, I have a little adapter. I'm trying to, like, you know, sit the GoPro lens in the center as much as possible, which does a fairly good job of that, but it hooks like down under the helmet chin. So because of that, it keeps hitting my shoulder when I try to look behind me. So it's already like kind of sketchy enough that I even have to do that. But then it's worse when there's something blocking. And you know what? Because we're here and doing this, I think I gotta actually check out some houses too. There's two houses that used to live in down here. Hey, that's partially the spot. Look at the water, baby. I don't know if that's quite the spot we were at though. I could have sworn it was a fairly big like parking lot, but maybe that spot's on the other side. As you see, I got maps up so I can make sure I kind of stay in this general area. Pretty much this spot, before I spread from this spot, it's a much bigger circle than I ever thought it was. Really just trying to do that circle. If I can find though the spot we were at, that might have been it. Oh shit, it was this right here. Was it? I think so. Yeah, it was this right here. Why is it a little smaller than I remember it being though? Yeah, I remember I had my skateboard, a little penny board I used to have, and it went to kind of just roll off from me. I thought it was gonna fit under here and just whoosh, right into the water. Sheesh, man, the water is always such a beautiful view. Another reason why we would come around here, man, just trying to use this like whole area as inspiration. As you can tell, that's a big ass house right there. So we would just always walk around here. It's a nice spot to walk, real nice. And then my brother specifically, he wanted to check out these houses because I know these people. I mean, unless I'm wrong, apparently not every rich person's happy, but I know a lot of these people are living good, especially during COVID. I don't think they probably had no problems during COVID. You in a house like that, you don't want to go outside. Pay all that money for that house just to go outside for what? What you paying rent for? Might as well be homeless, right? It's just a nice view. It's such a pretty view. Just look at it. Look at it, okay? Look at the bike glistening in the sun, shining. Let's get back on the road. We got a lot more to check out. A lot more surroundings of this area that I apparently knew nothing about. You know what though? It's already windy, so as much as I want to just hit some speed, we're gonna take this one slow. Hopefully I'm not too slow for the people who are always in a rush behind me. But I want to just check out what's back here. This looks like a real nice little area. You know, we love the curvy roads. Again, still wish it wasn't so windy today. I would be a little more comfortable driving and not as cold. Look at that fucking house, bro. Jeez, that don't even look like a Vegas house. Yeah, this is a nice little road. I've never been on this little road right here. I think we always just travel those little, the front area, because that whole front area is like right next to where we used to live. Alrighty, now we'll take a right. That's not a right, that's a left. Now let's travel this full circle down here, because we also, from what I know of, we have not been this far down. So that's the parking lot. And this area down here seems like it gets a little, seems like it's nice. Got some few roundabouts, might even have some more water, some more little ponds down here that I never knew about. Again, it was 2020, so I was just really focused on getting a job, trying to get out on my sister's floor. So we just really never thought about traveling down here like this. Hopefully I'm not too slow for the people who are always in a rush behind me. The view right now is just so nice. The trees, the mountains. Wish we had just a little more clouds. There's not a stop sign. I thought there was, because this guy was hitting the brakes up there. Oh, we're in this spot. Holy shit, I almost missed it. So you got these little ponds right here. That's kind of cool. You know, we're gonna turn. Let's check this out. Again, I've never been down here, so I wanted to check this out, really. I don't remember if there's more down the way. I know there's one on that side. This is Lake North DR. There's one on Lake South. A little chill on the rock with a kid. A little waterfall, more ducks. Damn. It's nice. Too bad I ain't got a Sur-on. It'd be pretty easy to get up on that grass and do that, but we got this thing, so we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, we might do a perfect circle. I'd be dead serious when I tell y'all, these e-bikes, all the e-bikes that I've had and ridden around, it started with the beach cruiser, because that was when I really went the furthest. Which is funny, because you probably ask why that bike out of all the ones that Namro bought, you know, the Project Flash. Because I was doing Uber Eats on the beach cruiser. So out of all the e-bikes I had, it started with that one. And man, these e-bikes have taken me around this city more than I have ever been around the city since 2022. And I've been living in the city for the last 16 years. Yet I have seen so much because of these e-bikes. What the pink ass house. Yeah, this area is truly pretty damn nice. My aunt used to go crazy to live down here. I see why now, at least I remember why. This is a nice area. Hey, I'm not the only one riding electric out here. Okay. It's funny though, electric scooters and stuff's becoming so popular. I feel like, honestly, last year was the year I've seen the most electric scooters and stuff in my area. It used to be like a here and there thing. Now I see them a lot. I even recently, probably a month ago, I can't remember if it was November or December, it might have been in December, just seen a man walking around in my local Walmart with the scooter. Alright, now we're coming our way back up, so we should see the last little lake. And after that, I showed y'all where I used to live in North, where the building of the e-bike started, the first Project Flash. Kinda just wanna visit a spot I used to live in, 2 houses actually. Go right now. Here we are. It's the neighborhood right here, right? Yeah. Alright, this looks a little more familiar. Yes, sir. This is the neighborhood back in 2011. Now, this is in the neighborhood from 2008, 2011. This is the neighborhood from 2011. And the reason why I said 2011 to 2011 is because our stay right here, it didn't last long. It could have been a really nice house, but it had very ugly blue rugs, very ugly wallpapers in the kitchen, the downstairs bathroom, I think even my parents' room. Very, very, very fucking ugly.
I forgot to mention that my parents' bathroom floor was all rug. Yes, even around the toilet, even in front of the bathtub, there was one tile step out of the bathtub and back down to the rug.
The maintenance man did not know how to clean the pool to save his life, so the pool was like disgusting. It looked like a cesspool. That's how nasty it was, so we never used it. We only used the jacuzzi here and there. And last but not least, the owners were weirdos. Oh yeah, too, stuff kept breaking down in the house. So we only lived here for like 6 months. And then after leaving this house, we went way out, like whole other side of the city. Like near Nellis, just about near Nellis. Yeah, we pretty much did the full circle around the lakes. We checked out this spot. I don't think there's much else to check out besides 2 spots. I want to check out the 08 to 011 spot. That spot was great. The only reason we ended up having to move, not too soon, because obviously we lived there for 3 years, but we could have probably been there a little longer. It's just the man who owned the house wasn't paying his mortgage, so we had to get out. We moved here. Weird. Left 6 months later. Whole other side of the city. Hey, electric, come on. Yeah, I swear everywhere I look now, there's electric scooters everywhere. Sheesh, look at that little water view right there. Can't quite bring the bike up there though. Oh man, speaking of reminiscing, I used to rent a storage down there because having to move into my sister's spot, we could not fit all of our stuff in her little ass apartment. Yo, my man, why you driving so slow? What the hell going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this guy. A little weird. Get off your motherfucking phone, man. Hey. I don't know why that just instantly reminded me. Somebody was talking about they don't like waving at mopeds. And then one dude said he waved at a moped, they didn't wave back. Oh, this is the house right here. Almost skipped it. Yes, this was the 08 to 2011 house. I'm looking at this house because I don't know if he still does. I don't see the truck. I seen the truck in 2020, but I don't see it anymore. So maybe he finally moved, unless he passed. He was a really old guy, but a really old guy used to live here. He had a real nice square body. He had a few hot rods in his garage. They were so sick. And I remember for Christmas, I think it was 2008 Christmas, or was it 2009? It might have been 2009 Christmas. We had got these really cool red bicycles. Let's do a circle. Really cool red bicycles. They had like a little flame design on them. And I remember he was looking at them smiling, because he wouldn't be the type to do rat rods. You know, a lot of those older dudes thought the rat rods were trash. They would do the hot rods with the flames. To me, I'm not gonna lie, they are they wouldn't be so bad if they didn't all look the same. They wouldn't change up the look. I personally always hated the yellow too, because in the 2000s, man, that's all you would see on a Hummer, certain cars, the hot rods. It not only was the yellow just not my favorite yellow, it was it became very generic. But his joints were pretty nice in there, and at the time I wasn't too tired of it yet. I only hated the yellow on the Hummer. Now I kind of hate it on everything, but it was just so nasty looking, man. Them cars in there looked so good. Before I fully end it here, there's only one more thing to check out. Man, I talked about my first job. Let's talk about my second job. Oh man, I forgot about the little bit of a strip view you get when you're on these roads. Forgot we were this close to the strip. Just seeing that park again is reminding me of Craig Ranch Park. So now that I've done a video on this park, specifically on my Saron about a year ago, and then I just recently went down north, at least a few weeks ago, probably a month ago now. See, I could really see the two comparisons between those parks if you've seen those videos. That park's number 2, but Craig Ranch, man, that's number 1. No park that I know of is beating that park in this city. Speaking of going to this job, it's funny being on this road right here, because this is obviously the path I had to take on the Namrobot. I was too scared to do dual wheel mode on the scooter. Man, I was just so lightweight. I didn't really know how to distribute my weight, so it would speed wobble a lot. It would speed wobble hard too. So I'd just be in first gear, single wheel. No, I'd be in the third gear actually, but single wheel mode. So it would stop squealing, but I was only doing like 35 miles per hour. That green is interesting. What the hell? But I'd only be doing like 35 miles per hour on the good old Namrobot. For the longest though, I was kick scooting down here. And that's when around the end of 2020, August, I got that Namrobot. And boy, oh boy, did that change my life. Kind of literally. And here it is, ladies and gents. My second job. Used to work right here. Very oblivious, doesn't even know I'm right here. Oh yeah, this was the spot. And this job definitely seemed a little better. But the problem I had with this job, they want you to work like you Sonic. They expected you to be blazing fast. And then the biggest issue though to me was I started getting blamed for things I didn't do. I'd do my shit, I'd get stuff done, I'd refill the little chicken nuggets and all that. Yeah, you gotta put them in the baggie, they gotta be a certain weight, a certain ounce I think it was. So you put them in, you put a certain amount in, you weigh it, if it's the right weight, you twist the baggie up, you put it in like some box and you take that box and you put it in some form of fridge or freezer, if that's correct, that's in the general area. So when it's time to cook, you just go into the fridge or freezer, pull it out, throw it in the fire, cook it, and then you got the exact weight it needs to be to put right in the box, put it in the customer's bag, and then give it to the customer. But again, I do all that. I restock everything. I'd clean my dishes. When I come in, the person before me is not cleaning nothing, so I always had to clean. I had to clean the area twice. I started getting blamed for that, and I told the manager. I still remember his name, Lindell. I don't know if that was his first name or last. I couldn't remember. But I told the man, whatever this is the person before me. But I kept getting blamed for this shit. But I'm not gonna lie though, for some reason I gotta pee again, so I'm gonna actually go in here and use that bathroom. But that is Spring Valley, that's the lakes. It's now time to head up to the spot I really came out here for, and that's in the Centennial, aka Desert Shores. Let's roll. Sheesh. Alright, had to take a break because man, nose is running already, hands is freezing already. I knew it would be cold, it's January, but I didn't expect today's wind. I was supposed to also leave yesterday, but then I ended up getting stuck into a 4-hour long conversation with my dad. It was a good conversation. I'm glad we had the conversation, because there's a lot of things we're trying to do this year that needs to be done, and for the rest of the future years, even some changes that I'm about to make. So I'm glad we had the convo. But having that conversation, I ended up not rolling out. But we're starting off the view pretty nice already, because if I'm correct, this bridge goes right over the water. That water looks, man, I mean, I know it's water, but we just don't see that out here, you know? You just don't see that. I think I said this, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm pretty much just gonna circle this area. I got maps up, so I know what turns to take. But I'm just gonna circle this for a little bit as we chat and just chill. It's definitely gonna be a cruise now that we're down here, but it's also definitely gonna be a cruise now that the wind today decided to be very high. Maybe I should have went the other way. I'm going against the wind again. Nah, it doesn't matter. We're doing a circle. But here we go, Desert Shores. And I'm really liking how old school this area looks. Kind of reminded me of Henderson, but I can't be too surprised because up north it kind of looks like this. It's just this spot is a little fancier. Hey, you even got a mountain view depending on where you're driving. Sheesh, that looks nice. That's a, I mean, holy hell. I hit a bump and it made my thumb go down on the joint again. And they got ducks here, so that means a lot of duck shit. Nice. Can't have the ponds without ducks. Yeah, this is a very nice view right here. Oh yeah. Sheesh. This also giving me like slight memories from like New York. The one time me and my family went to like a little beach, just a random little area. It was empty. I think it was just us, and we was going fishing. Man, me being a kid, not realizing that you literally need fish bait. I had a little Shrek fishing pole and wonder why I wasn't catching no fish. I was like 5. I gotta keep my eyes on the road, but the water, man, the blue from that water is crazy. The way the water's flowing. You know what it's also reminded me of? Being in this older looking area and seeing the water, where I used to live back in 08 to 2011. That house with the pool. Damn, it also looked like we in Cali. The way the palm trees and the houses down the middle with all that water, and you see the mountains in the background. Look like a damn Cali view. But you know what, I actually want to talk about this, just something for topic. So I was talking about how me and my dad just had a convo. But pretty much, I guess long story short, I've said this multiple times, but I'll say it again. Your boy doesn't have a job, and I guess the idea I had behind that was trying to put as much time into the channel and these builds and yada yada yada. But of course, with not having a job comes with not having consistent money. I've said the way I get money, PPD, pretty much donating my body to science to test hospital drugs. And you know, that stuff is not consistent. Let me say it like this. The last bit of money I had got to do my Sauron build and then buy the 360 camera, the gimbal, that study ended September. And guess what? They didn't start popping up with new studies until January. So I went 3-4 months with no money. But with a job comes consistency. And I kind of hated it, the fact that in the update video, I had to tell y'all doing builds once a damn year. That's lame. Need more than that. There's so much I want to do. There's so much stuff I want to build. All different types of projects I still want to build. I got 3 frames in my closet. You telling me I ain't it's gonna be 3 years until all 3 projects are done? Nah, it's not it. But there's just so much more I could do. There's so much more I could show to y'all. I really want to get done, man, and I need a job because it'll help me get a lot of things that I want and need. I need more projects, I need more tools, I want one more camera, then I need more projects. Projects. I just want to build. And I can't do that with these PVD studies. Long story short, I could get a basic job, minimum wage, which I just found out minimum wage is now $12 an hour. Just going back, even if minimum wage is what it used to be the last time I had a job, which I think was $8 or $9 an hour, that's still like, if my math is correct, because I am very bad at math, that's still like $20 a year. And that's guaranteed, of course, as long as there's no bull going on with the job. I gotta quit, or they just don't like me, so I get fired. It's guaranteed. But man, the study stuff is just not guaranteed. My first ever study, I made $18,500 in a year. Then 2024, because the first study I ever did was a year long, so it ended like around the end of 2023, like October, something like that. Then I started doing studies again in 2024. And guess what? 2024, I only made 15 G's. Yeah, my first study was 6, second was 93. No, it's not consistent. I need the consistency. I can't tell if that dude likes the bike or doesn't. I can't tell if he's nodding his head like, what the fuck did this motherfucker do to that goddamn bike? Oh, this looks nice. Look at this. Come on. This is also reminding me of when I actually went to California for the first time. My mom was getting a new job, and it was out in Cali. They wanted her to train down there, so we were in a hotel for a week, going to the beach, checking out the water. The view was something like this. We're just missing the sand. It needs to be way longer with people everywhere. But the palm trees, the houses, they were behind us, and it was just nothing but a bunch of water. There we go. Now we're catching a view. Sheesh, look at that. If only the sun was just behind us so we can get better lighting on the bike. Regardless, this is nice. Yeah. Just thinking about it, it must be nice as hell to have a house and this is your background. They got boats. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's nice. Only one time in my life have I ever lived in a house with a pool. And I was, again, in that old house in the other area. I was like 7. I still don't know how to swim. Jeez, it feels a lot better when you're not driving against the wind. But going back to what I was saying before though, I'm hunting for some jobs out here, man. And the main reason I'm even saying that is because as comfortable as I am, I've been trying to work on my discipline lately, and I know doing a lot more job, doing these videos and then trying to add bills on it, oh boy, I'm gonna have to really make sure I can keep up on the schedule. But I know how lazy I can be. But pretty much, long story short, as long as I keep the schedule going, I don't mess nothing up, I'm trying to have more for y'all, not only this year but just for now on. Because trust me when I tell y'all, I got so much cool builds I would love to do, but I can't do them without consistent money. Water, and I don't have a front fender. Oh shit. The blue coming off that water is just looks too good. But ladies and gentlemen, that is about the end of the ride. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I did. I really love looking at the water because, again, we don't get much of that down here. But I'm going to say this will not be the last ride that I'm going to do on this bike. There's some other areas I want to check out. To be honest, next should be Henderson. But before we jump into that too quick, I honestly would love to do a video of getting my mom on her bike finally, now that it's repaired. I know we're not going to go super far because her last bike was the Mototech, which was a pretty torquey bike. Pretty strong off the line, but only 30 miles per hour. A lot lighter. Those big wide wheels made it real easy to balance. Where now she has my old bobber, a motorcycle, thinner wheels, a little more top heavy, and you really got to know how to balance it. So honestly, if I can get that done, that's probably what we could expect next week. But anyways, I'm gonna say one more goddamn time, if y'all enjoyed this, make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button to get electrified with the rest of the people. Become electric with the rest of the people. It has been and me. I'm out. Peace.